Anna-Karin, what made you change career?
Well, there was quite a few reasons really, but I used to work in the city, so I was really living the kind of hectic, stressful lifestyle with, all the issues that comes with it. So, and I think in my childhood, I was kind of brought up eating very healthily and very outdoorsy type of lifestyle, and I could really feel how my health was kind of taking its toll by this city lifestyle, basically. And partly it was also that we were trying to get pregnant. And I mean, I was kind of healthy, but I was run down. And I just realized that we just couldn't get pregnant. So I just picked up one of these books with the 80-20 method by the food doctor, actually, funnily enough. And I just thought, well, why don't I just start to follow this advice, and actually it was remarkable how quickly I just noticed a health change. So I suppose, and we got pregnant, so I think partly that sort of started to reflect on my life, and that I could actually share this with other people, and that there is possible to sort of turn yourself around, and just with food really, and feel energized and less stressed.
And what sort of things do you recommend that people do how dramatic is the change that they have to make to their lifestyle?
Yeah, I think that sort of depends a bit about where you're coming from. So obviously for some people they can have lots of health issues, but I think in general most clients I see, they suffer from high stress levels and low energy, and I could say almost 99%, and I can almost tell instantly that they're going to have an energy dip in the afternoon, etc. So what I find, some people just may need some tweaks in the diet, and some may a bit more radical change, obviously. But I think the first thing that I try to do with all my clients is to reduce the amount of processed food. So the kind of going back to pure ingredients, and to start to cook. And it doesn't need to be time consuming, and it doesn't need to be difficult to cook. It's just that you need to be a bit organized, but obviously I support my clients in that and give them easy recipes to follow, and hints and ideas of how to incorporate more proper food in the diet and less processed food. And obviously sugar is a big factor in this.
Yeah, so if someone was addicted to sugar, how easy is it to sort of wean them off?
Yeah, it's interesting with sugar, because I think we've all seen the press, and it's now like the big baddie, and it is really the big baddie, unfortunately. And as we can see now around us, the obesity boom is alarming. People get diabetes type 2 in very young age. That never happened before. So sugar is a big problem, and it does take some time for people to actually get rid of that addiction. But it's totally doable. It's just, again, refocus on proper food, eat a balanced diet. So I work a lot with sort of have your 3 cornerstones with every meal. And that means you should eat fat and protein and vegetable for breakfast as well, which for most people is a new thing, because actually when you look at people's diet, the sugar intake has already been hit by breakfast, unfortunately.
I mean, there's that thing in the press this week about sugary
cereals.
You can't believe how much sugar that they have in them, can you? It's incredible.
It's shocking, absolutely shocking. And cereals, in my point of view, has virtually zero nutritional value as well. So again, going back to basics is kind of the way I work with lots of my clients. But it's quite interesting, like when we mention sugar addiction, because a lot of people go through the roller coaster every day with highs and ups, with the energy dips and quick energy fixes. So you almost go on that kind of, it's an addiction in the end of the day. But you can turn it around, and some people can actually notice changes within the first or second week and feel like they're feeling energized. They don't have that kind of dip in the afternoon anymore. So it is quite incredible how quickly you can turn around.
Yeah, great. What do you enjoy about the job?
Well, I really enjoy working with people. and I really enjoy seeing result. So it's for me a fantastic satisfaction to know that I can actually add so much value to someone's life. I feel with my clients the way they can they get the energy back, they get a they can be able to have a vibrant life again, because unfortunately a lot of people very let down by not having enough energy and always having that stress, and it's a bit like a vicious cycle almost. But I do also like the scientific research, etc., and I really work on from a functional medicine point of view where everyone's unique. And I really like that kind of almost detective investigations to understand why, the underlying causes to someone's health and how we can address those. And it's fantastic when you start to understand the clues and how you can work on those. And
how easy do you think it is for people to change their way of eating and their lifestyle in general? Is it
yeah,
does it take that much to do?
For some people it does, and for some people it doesn't. It really depends on where you are in your journey yourself, I think. I find with people who have serious health problems, I'm kind of the last resort, and they are very committed, so they would do anything to change, and they get a good result. Well, some people maybe think that, it's like a quick fix, and unfortunately, if you look at eating habits, for instance, they've been established from day one when you were born, and if you come to see me when you're 40, you have 40 years of eating habits, and to change those will obviously take some time. But I think that's why people benefit by seeing someone like me, a nutritional therapist, who can provide that kind of support and hands-on support. Because I think that's why a lot of people go on to these fad diets and they fail, because it is really hard to do it by yourself. And also the other thing I would like to stress is that one diet doesn't fit everyone, so we're all unique. And that's the other thing that I try to tailor the protocols so it suits you. So that's the other thing. If you're very stressed and you travel a lot, I work on those conditions and I provide you with hints and tips and ideas and protocols that suits that kind of busy lifestyle. So obviously by seeing me, it has to be doable. So you need to be able to make those changes. If it's too much, it's not going to happen, and I don't get the result I like to see, plus you wasted kind of your money. So that's the other thing I find with personalised nutrition is kind of key to that.
And there's no kind of magic wand, is there? I mean, you can't just, it is, you do have to show some kind of commitment to changing your lifestyle.
Absolutely. It is down to, in the end of the day, it's your life, and you have to take that ownership, and I think that's quite important, that people feel like they're in charge of their own health. But the fantastic thing is, if you are in charge of your own health, you can also you can turn it around, and I think that's kind of the fantastic thing about it.